All right. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. Thank you for joining me in this live stream. It looks like we have a couple of people on already, and then also we're live streaming both on Facebook and YouTube, I believe. So, what's up, everybody? Jimmy Capellas is already on, saying hello, Manny. What's up, Jimmy? Hope you're doing good out there in Florida. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. We'll go over some of the events and everything that's going on. And obviously, you know, I had a little post there saying that, you know, this might be my last year doing this. But what I really meant was I need to take a break. You know what I mean? And there's things that I want to accomplish, things that I want to do. But we'll get more into it a little bit later. First, I want to kind of go over the events that are coming up, the events that we need to support, and some possible new events that might be coming up that could be a possibility. Uthread666, hello, Manny. You're awesome. Turned 35 on December and hope to be next year. Sounds good, man. As soon as you turn 35, you're eligible to be a master boxer. Make sure you do your thing. What's up, Mr. Omar? Not much, brother. Just, you know, trying to inform the masses and kind of go from there. You know what I mean? So, let me see. Let's see what's going on over here on Facebook as well, because this is a little different. We got people in two different chat rooms. You know what I mean? So we have Paul also on the Facebook chat. You know what I mean? What's up, Paul? Hope everything's good, brother. We got the Prince. He says, hello, Manny. Good to see you, brother. Dale Belcher out in Canada. We got Tony Hill. Man, we got a lot of people on. So this is good. This is good. This is good because I really want to talk about some of the events that will be coming up that hopefully we can support. And then also, you know, some events that are kind of in the works and may happen, including one in Vegas. There's one in Dallas and then one in Detroit. The ones in Detroit and Dallas are confirmed. So we'll get into that. But let's get it first on the ones that are going to be coming up, okay? So first off, let me get back here real quick. So first off, we have the Houston tournament, right? So as you guys know, this is April 7th and 8th. It's a little bit different because it's a Friday-Saturday instead of a Saturday-Sunday. And obviously the reason for that is because it is during Easter weekend. I know it's not the best weekend to pick, but unfortunately that was the only weekend that they could get. So it is what it is. For those of you that can show up and compete, make sure you register. Registration is open. You just go to TexasMastersBoxingInvitational.com and you can register, all right? So make sure you do that. I don't have the Rude Dog flyer. I need to get the Rude Dog flyer, all right? So the other one that we have is the Rude Dog International Masters Championships, which is in Brooklyn, Connecticut. And that one is May 20th and 21st, I believe. Yeah, May 20th and 21st. Once again, it's in Brooklyn, Connecticut. They have their website up. You can register now. Make sure that if you're out there on the East Coast or you want to do a little traveling to the East Coast, make sure you hit up Paul Iannuzzi. He'll take care of you and make sure that things go well. All right. So we have those two. We have April, April 7th and 8th. Then we have May 20th and 21st. And then after that, so here's where it gets a little interesting. Because after that, we have kind of like a little break, right? But there's an event that's going to be happening in Las Vegas the weekend of the 4th of July, right? So I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that right now. So I'll tell you exactly what dates it would be. So the weekend of 4th of July, which would come out to be, for the Saturday, Sunday, it would be July 8th and 9th. They have the convention center. The local boxing commission is able to get the convention center, and they want to put on a Masters tournament. All right. So one of the things that was happening was Detroit was going to be the week after. So I talked to the person that was putting on the Detroit tournament, and they're trying to change their date to where it makes sense. You know what I mean? So they don't kind of bump heads. So if and only if Detroit can change their date, then I will take that tournament and make it the Doc Invitational. So that would be on July 8th and 9th in Las Vegas. Okay, so there's a couple things that have to happen first, but that's what we're looking at. And again, this happens only if Detroit can change their date, because they had already picked out their date and everything. They already had that settled in. So out of respect to them, that's how it's going to work out. All right. We got a couple more people out here. Let's see. We got a couple more people out here on the chat. Let's see what we got here. Michael Rios is on. We got Dren, Mr. Mijares, Felipe Garcia, the Doc. We got Omar, and they're chatting within the chat. So that's good. That's good. I'm glad to see a lot of you guys on here. We're going to try to make this more like this, where a lot more of you are on here, and we can kind of share things and whatnot. And then over in the Facebook chat, we have Dave Gill, what's up? Chris Riojas, Tracy Lambard, and Joe Rodriguez, all showing up over here in the Facebook chat. So yeah, we got some people up in here. Good to see all of you. Love you guys. You know what I'm saying? I know my post kind of threw people for a little bit of a loop, but yeah. So let's get back. So I'm not going all over the place. Let's get back to the events. So again, like I said, if Detroit is able to change their date and it works for them, it's the most important thing is for them first, right? If it works for them, then in Vegas, July, I think I said July 8th and 9th. Was that what I said? It would be, July 8th and 9th. That's when the Doc Invitational would take place, okay? So just a heads up, we should know more within the next, couple of days, maybe by next week, okay? And then after that, we're going to have the Detroit tournament, which we're finalizing. They're finalizing the date on it, but Detroit's going to have a tournament as well, and so we'll see if it'll be in August or maybe in June, something like that. So we'll figure all that out and make sure that it works for everybody. Then we're going to have, after that, we're going to have the New Jersey tournament, which I plan on continuing to having the New Jersey tournament even next year. Okay, so that's gonna keep going. Las Vegas, we'll see what happens, but New Jersey will keep going after this year. So we have up next this year would be the New Jersey tournament, which would be in September 16th and 17th. once again, September 16th and 17th. And you can already register for that event. The website's up. You just go to usamastersboxing.com/NJ. All right? And that's for New Jersey. So we'll post up all the links and everything. Actually, if you go to the group page, there's a post already with posters of some of the events and everything. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about too a little bit is so there was a post I put up today about an unsanctioned event, and though the ideas that they have seem like really good, and hopefully they can work it out with whoever they need to work it out. However, USA Boxing's rules are pretty clear. So my thing is, if I get certain information, I'm going to pass it on to you guys. What you guys do with that, that's up to you guys. If you guys want to participate, that's up to you guys. My only thing is just make sure that you know the consequences when you participate in an event that is not sanctioned. And what I mean by sanctioned is not sanctioned by USA Boxing or that state's local boxing or that state's boxing commission. So, for example, they're having it in California, so the California State Athletic Commission should be involved one way or another with the sanctioning. But it seems to not be. Now, I could be wrong. I'm just passing you guys the information that was given to me. I did call the California State Athletic Commission. They told me that they are not sanctioned. So how they're saying that they're sanctioned, I don't know. They're going through their own deal. I have no idea. All I know that within the USA Boxing rulebook, you can't do that. You know what I mean? So just be aware of that. You know, make your own decision. You guys are grown-ups. Whatever you guys want to do, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Just know that if it is unsanctioned, just know the consequences so you're not surprised later on that you didn't know what was going on. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all I wanted to bring to the table on that. If you have any questions on that, please post them up. If you guys have any questions on anything that we've talked about so far with the events or anything like that, please post them up. Let's have some conversations. Let's talk about whatever we need to talk about. You know what I mean? Any questions so far? Let me see. I got to go back and forth because I got to go check out the Facebook. Let's see. Joe Rodriguez. I'll see you in a little bit, Joe. I'll see you in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? And Joe says, I need that shirt, brother. Okay, I will get you a shirt. Ramsey says, yo, boss, where's the green beer? Oh, man. You're right. Yeah, I'm going to have to find some, I guess. You know what I mean? I'll find some green beer. We'll figure it out. All right. Let's see. Any questions, guys? Do you guys have any questions about anything that we're doing? Richard, good question. Is Boston still a possibility? Yes, it's still a possibility. However, I'm having major issues just with communication and different things that are going on. So, once I'm done with this one event that's going to be coming up, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly out there and see if I can work things out and make that happen this year, because that's something that was something that Doc wanted to make happen. So I'm going to try to make it happen, you know, as you know, and not just that, but also for you guys that have been waiting for, I don't know, 4 years or something like that. So so we'll definitely work on that. It's not dead yet, you know what I mean? It's just we've been having issues. You know, I'm in California right now, so to try to deal with Boston, it gets complicated sometimes. You know what I mean? Especially when I don't have a key person out there or a gym out there that I'm working with at the moment. You know what I mean? So we'll work it out. Let's see. And by the way, thank you everybody for the really great comments that you guys had for me. I really appreciate it. Just know that I'm not dying. I'm not like literally going anywhere. I just need a break. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things you got to understand. I've been doing this for about 20 years. You know what I mean? And I put a lot of effort. I've put a lot of money. I've put a lot of me into trying to make this thing grow and be successful. But more than anything, aside from all that, more than anything, the thing I value the most is the friendships and like the people that I've been able to meet has meant more to me than anything else. So I don't sweat like money. I don't sweat anything that has to do with any of that within the Masters, because the friendships and all that become priceless to me. And I really mean that. And so, but at the same time, doing it for 20 years, I've put a lot of things on the back burner for myself and some things for my family, you know what I mean? Which isn't fair for them. And there's things that I have to accomplish for them, and, things that I want to accomplish for myself. Like, I want to get myself in better shape, because maybe I will be competing in one of the Masters events myself. You know what I mean? That's a goal that I have for myself. So all of you that want to kick my ass, just be aware that I might be coming for you. No, but, so there's certain things that I want to accomplish, and I just need a little bit of time. You know what I mean? I'm not leaving the Masters like I'll never be back or anything like that. If it gets to a point where I need to come back, then I come back. And if there's a point where I can help out, then I'll help out. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm just disappearing into thin air and you'll never see me again. You know what I mean? Because I also have master boxers that I train. So they're going to be traveling to events, which I'll be traveling to events too. It'll be nice to be able to kind of, I won't say like enjoy the event, because I do enjoy the events that I put on, and I love them and everything. But even during the event when it's going on, there's still a lot of work to do. You know what I mean? So, I don't get to enjoy it as much as I would like to. There's people that I've wanted to talk to, and we get to talk for 2 minutes instead of like really sitting down and just enjoying our company. You know what I mean? Just different things like that. Let's see. We got some jokers here. Let's see. We got Princess says, "Oh man, that would be awesome." Let's see. Joe, laugh out loud. I want to referee that bout. Oh, for sure. Let's see. Ken Williams says, "Manny, I want to whoop that ass." 210 max. You can. You got it. Well, the whole thing for wanting to compete is to get my weight back in where it needs to be, and get myself physically where I need to be. I've been lucky that I haven't had too many illnesses come from my overweight, so I'm counting my blessings now. But I don't want to keep taking the chance to where I stay this way, and then all of a sudden I have not only high blood pressure, diabetes, and everything else that comes with being obese. You know what I mean? So that's a big goal for me, and one that I will accomplish. I'm set to accomplish that, so I will accomplish that. But like I said, I'm not disappearing. You know what I mean? We still got some tournaments coming this year, which we'll enjoy and have some fun with. And then next year I'll take a little break, see what happens, and we go from there. You know what I mean? What I'm hoping that'll happen, to be honest with you, is hopefully it opens doors for others to step in and maybe make it even better than what it is now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the ultimate goal. We want to make things better for each other each year. So we'll see. We'll make something happen. You know what I mean? Let me see. Let me go back over here, because there's a lot of talk going all over the place. Let's see. They're kind of talking within themselves. Over here on YouTube, they talk within themselves. They're let's see. Dren says, "Very awesome, Manny. Do what you got to do, homie." Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Good for you, Manny. Happy for you. Garrett Boyd, thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see. Omar says, "I am registered for the point boxing event, but don't plan to participate unless they somehow meet USA Boxing's sanction requirements." Yeah, it's a tricky one, because it is it's almost like in martial arts they have like the point, their point system, their point tournaments. They're doing something very similar to that, but I don't think they have to only be registered with you or go through USA Boxing. So I think their problem right now is that they didn't go through the state athletic commission. So, for example, if they're not going through USA Boxing, because USA Boxing doesn't have that system, so there's no way that USA Boxing can sanction their event. But the state of California does. You know what I mean? So the state of California would be where they would get their sanction from. It's just like if you're doing a Muay Thai tournament, you know what I mean, an amateur Muay Thai tournament, you're not going to get sanctioned by USA Boxing. You're going to get sanctioned by whatever organization is doing the event or whatever. But just like USA Boxing goes through California for a California event, so does, whatever Muay Thai organization does, or kickboxing, or any other combat sport. You know what I mean? So I don't know what their deal is, if they got caught in the middle of maybe trying to get sanctioned and it didn't happen, or I don't know. I don't want to guesstimate their situation. All I know is what USA Boxing sent out, and it wasn't just that they weren't registered. They didn't have a sanction from USA Boxing, but they didn't have a sanction from the state of California either. So that's where that's at. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's see. Brandon Drake says a master's ranking with USA Boxing would be amazing. Hope it happens. It could happen. Here's the problem with that, though. We're still a very small group. Even though we've grown tremendously, we're still a small group. So to have rankings would be a little difficult. Not only that, but now you're also dealing with ages. So you don't have a classification of like where, for example, the elite go from 18 to 40 years old, right? But they can fight within each other. So a 40-year-old can compete against an 18-year-old, where in the Masters, the maximum year difference is 10 years. So, for example, someone that's 44 can't compete against someone that's 55 or 56 or 57 or so on. You know what I mean? So then how do you rank those different ages and whatnot? You know what I mean? It could happen, but my personal opinion, this is just my opinion. I don't want to like throw shade on it or anything like that. I know Mike Campbell was trying to do something like that last year, but I just think we're just still a little bit too small to have rankings. But hey, I'm not the ranking guy, so I could be 100% wrong, and they might have already something that they're working on. You know what I mean? Let's see. Sean says, meaning is there still a lot of guys that are registered for Boston with OB opening if it happens? I'm not sure that last part. Yeah, there's still some people that are registered. It's just, we've been having a hard time. It would be a long discussion, so I don't want to get into that right now. We will deal with Boston later on, but you guys will know what's up. All right, no worries, Sean. All right, any questions you guys might have on events or anything like that? We can run through them again real quick. So, okay, hold on. Just basically meant was if Boston does happen, I know a lot of guys were still registered, where there'll be some openings. Yeah, Sean, there will be some openings. Some people did drop out and whatnot, so they got their refund and everything. Also, you got to also remember this. Just for those that are still registered, you might get a great deal, because when we first started that tournament, the entry fee was $100. So, you know what I mean? Where it's gone from $100 now to where it is now, you know what I mean? So you might get a great deal. So hang in there. We're going to give it another shot and see if we can make it happen. If not, then, you know, we just reimburse everybody and keep it moving. Some of these things that, oh, what happened? Something happened with the stream over in over on the Facebook page, but sorry guys, I don't know what happened. So hopefully we're back on point. But Tracy, what she says is, forget the rankings. How about enjoy the sport? And I agree 1,000%. Sometimes we get caught up with things that, you know, how much our rankings going to really matter at this point. We don't have advancing tournaments. We don't have, you know, nationals. We're not going to Olympics, like all that stuff. You know what I mean? That's what the rankings are actually for. So is it cool to have, you know, be ranked a certain, you know, be ranked number 1, 2, or whatever? Yeah, it would be. But, you know, at this point right now, we really should be enjoying the events that we have. We really should be, you know, looking out for each other and, you know, making those things happen because, you know, at any time they can go away. You know what I mean? We're lucky that we're able to have this master system. And, you know, as long as it's here, you know, we should take advantage of it and make sure that we enjoy it, enjoy the experiences, enjoy the company. You know, it's much different. Even our events are much different than, you know, the nationals or, you know, the kids events or whatnot, because it becomes a brother and sisterhood, which is very unique. You know what I mean? And I think that has to do with not having the egos of, I'm the best and I'm going to the Olympics. I'm the best. I'm going to turn pro and, or this, that, whatever. You know what I mean? We all have a great time. We all have to go back to work on Monday, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. Let's see. Tommy Schaefer, rankings would be cool, but do we really need it? Again, yeah. I mean, you know, if they come, they come. You know what I mean? I don't think we should force anything because, again, you know, we're still small in comparison. You got to think in comparison. So think about this. You're at a tournament, right? Or let's say you participated for the year, right? And you compete in 5 events and you're 4-1. And the person that beat you only competed in 1 event and he's 1-0. Well, who's ranked higher? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like there's I don't want to get into it. There's a lot of things that can change, you know what I mean? So whatever. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Let me go back here to the YouTubers over here. Sorry, Manny, I was talking during class. What was the info on Doc Vegas tournament? Okay, so what's happening is this. The local boxing commission in Las Vegas, they got a slot with the sports center out there in Vegas. All right, so they're giving. There's this whole week of sports in that center that comes with like the UFC and a couple other sports that are doing things within there, right? So they assigned the local boxing commission something like, I don't know, between 10,000 square feet to 20,000 square feet, if I'm not mistaken, to be able to throw an event. You know, throw an event or do whatever they want to do. So one of the things that came up was a Masters tournament there, you know, for that time. Now, what was a little tricky on that, because I just found out about this, right? So the thing that was a little tricky about it was that Detroit's having a Masters tournament as well. And if the July event happens for Vegas, then it would have been, the Detroit tournament would have been the very next week, which wouldn't be cool. You know what I mean? Because that's going to take people away from one event to the other. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely don't want to do that. So I spoke to the gentleman that's putting the event together for Detroit. He didn't mind changing the date. really, really, I mean, just really going all out to try to help out and make things work out for everybody. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So if he's able to find a date that works for him in the Detroit tournament, which I'll be helping him with, then we will do the Doc Invitational the first weekend of July, which would come down to July. It would end up being July 8th and 9th. Now, the cool thing about this whole thing is that they have the event center for a whole week. So they'll have it from Monday the 3rd all the way till July 9th, which is Sunday. So we can have a 2-day Masters tournament plus like a clinic or something, you know, some other things that could that we can put together to make it like a nice little Masters week or something like that. You know what I mean? But again, it's in its building stages right now. So I will give you guys more information on that as we work with the Detroit tournament and as things work out. Okay? But we will get some information out to you guys very, very soon, because if that happens, then you know, we want to get registrations and all that open as quickly as possible. Okay? Any questions on that? Again, it would be the Doc Invitational. It would be July 8th and 9th. All right? Let's see. To know. There was a talk about a tournament of champions, all champions from major tournaments. That would be cool if possible. Michael Rios, that would be the Doc Invitational, brother. So what we would do is it would be open to anybody. So whether you're a novice that never competed, you can still compete in it. But what we would try to do is all the masters that have won a tournament within, let's say, the last 2 years, we would try to put you guys together the same way that we would do any other bouts, you know what I mean? So novice would be novice and open would be with open. But we would try to put the champions versus champions and have a different belt for those specific bouts, you know what I mean? And then that way, it gives a little bit of clarity of, okay, who's the top dog for these tournaments, you know what I mean? A little bit, you know what I mean? A little bit. But, you know, something that I had thought about a couple of years ago, and that if all this happens with the Doc Invitational, then we can make that happen there, you know what I mean? So yeah, there'll be more information on that as well. And that would cover kind of like a ranking system within itself, you know what I mean? All right, let's see if we have any other questions over here. Let's see here. Corey, I need to get registered, but I'm unsure how. Corey, if you go to usamastersboxing.com, go to click on the news, what do you call it, link, on the main menu. And then on that page, you'll see a section where it says how to compete as a master boxer, and it'll guide you through getting your passbook, getting your physical, and all those type of things. Paul, he says, if you need help with Boston, I can help you out. Definitely, Paul. What I want to do, so here's what I want to do, and your event was the one I was talking about. So once we get past your event, because I want to be at your event, you know what I mean? I want to actually go and enjoy your event. So I want to go to your event, and once that event's over, then I can actually go to Boston and figure all that out and try to make that happen as quickly as possible. You know what I mean? So it would help with like making that trip and kind of doing two things at once. You know what I mean? Not at once, but two things on that trip. So that was my idea for that. Okay. Rhea over in the Bay Area. What's going on? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this. Tracy really, she says Masters boxing tournaments are fun. Make friends, network. That's what it's about. And Tracy, for those that don't know Tracy, she has an amazing gym. And she travels with quite a few of her boxers and coaches, and it's amazing. It's awesome to see. And I think as we continue to grow and everything, that's what you're going to see a little bit more of. You know what I mean? More like little teams that'll travel together and everything. Because I think that would make the trip even more fun. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right. Let's see. Let me see here. Trying to see if there's any other questions or any concerns you guys might have. Brad Ginn. Oh, Brad Ginn is in here. Mr. Brad Ginn. Just so you know, next Tuesday. So for those of you, we had done an interview with Mr. Brad Ginn on our show. And what happened was there was some internet connection problems or whatever. So we redid it. And that's going to be highlighted on Tuesday for Tuesday's live stream. All right? So he's going to be our special guest. I'm going to put some flyers out and all that. We're going to get back to that. We're going to have special guests that'll be coming up on our live streams. We kind of figured everything out, how to make it work correctly and really have some fun. But let me show you something. Let me see if I have it here. All right. So this is what it would look like with Mr. Ginn missing at this time right now. So, see, and Mr. Ginn would be right there. Right there, his box would be right there. And whoever we interview next, that's going to be there, which I really would love to interview some people from Colorado because they got some stuff going on over there, and we'll get that going as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, so let's see. Tune into Brad's interview. Dren, I'll be sure to tune into Brad's interview. Yeah, it's a really good interview. I think everybody will enjoy it. Mr. Ginn has a great, his experiences have been great. So make sure you tune it in. Any other questions, anybody, on events or anything like that? Again, like I said, the next one is going to be it's going to be Houston, and that is April 7th and 8th. And that's over at the Main Street Boxing Gym with Bobby. And for those that have participated in that event, it's a great event. So if you can make it out there, please make sure that you do. The one after that is, I wish I had their flyers here, but the next one after that, again, is going to be the Rude Dog International Championships, and that's going to be in Brooklyn, Connecticut, and that's going to be in May 20th and 21st. Again, if you have any questions or anything, they have a website up. We'll make sure to post the links after this is done. But also, you can also talk to Paul Iannuzzi. Very easy to get in contact with him. You have any questions? He's the man for that. And that should be a great one. I'm gonna do my best to be there for that. I want to support Mr. Iannuzzi in his event. I've never been to his tournament, so hopefully I can make it this year. And after that, if all goes well, it'll be the Doc Invitational, and that'll be July 8th and 9th. Once again, we might put something together where it might be, a couple of days of training for masters and whatnot, and then the tournament. We might put some more things together because the local boxing commission in Las Vegas, Nevada, has a great situation going there, and they want masters to be involved. So we'll see. Once again, that all depends on how we work out with Detroit and their tournament. They could get a different date, then it all works out. I expect to talk to them in the next day or two, and hopefully I can have a date for their event as well. So stay tuned. Detroit will have a Masters tournament. Date coming soon. All right. And then after that, we have the New Jersey Masters Championships, which will be in Atlantic City. Once again, the Showboat. Rooms are going to be available very soon. We're going to have 80 rooms available. I can tell you the cost in the next couple of days. But if you plan to compete in that tournament, again, remember, we have about 200 masters that will compete in that tournament. So rooms will be limited to 80. All right, that's the most that we could get. So once those rooms go up, make sure that you grab your room, make sure that you get your registration in, and you're good to go. All right. Again, that's September 16th and 17th, and that's at the Showboat in Atlantic City, New Jersey. The New Jersey Masters Boxing Championships. All right. And of course, with that one comes Jackie Atkins and Give a Kid a Dream, the New Jersey Give a Kid a Dream Foundation. So, you know, it's all for a good cause, and I look forward to a great time there. And that would be the last tournament of the year at this point, unless there's something else that comes up, you know, in October or November. Nothing's settled yet, but we'll see what happens. All right. All right. Any questions, concerns, final thoughts, or whatever? Like I said, I'm not dying. I'm here. I'll continue to be here. I just will be stepping back next year. Stepping back a little bit. Need to complete some things that I need to do for myself as well as for my family. All for the betterment of me personally, just health-wise, and a couple of different things. You know, I've been at it for 20 years, and just going to take a little break, you know what I mean? And hopefully this will also help others step up and, you know, put their stuff into work, and hopefully we continue to move forward. All right? If it does get crazy, I will be here, so I'll step in if I need to and help out with whatever I need to help out with. You know what I mean? So like I said, I'm not vanishing. I do have a goal of competing, losing some weight and competing. So like I said, for those of you that want to beat me up, you'll have your chance. I already have a challenge with Mr. Williams. I like that. So yeah, keep them coming. Keep them coming. All right. All right, everybody. This is pretty much all I have for you guys, man. If you guys have any questions, concerns, you guys know how to reach me. We'll keep it moving. Let me go one last time over here to Facebook, see if anybody has any questions, concerns, or anything. Dan Borum, Mr. Oklahoma, and I will change. I did get your email. I will change. My apologies. I was doing things that night and messed up where your location. So I will fix it, and I will put Oklahoma tonight under your registration for the Houston, Texas tournament. Okay. Great to have you here, though. Rhea, that is too cool. Hope so. Need some tournaments in Central Florida. Yeah, Florida would be a great place to have a Masters tournament. I think we're getting to a point where we're having a little bit too many tournaments, maybe, where we're going to kind of overcrowd each other. Because I didn't even mention Gleason's. My apologies. I know Gleason's has theirs in late August. I think 24th and 25th of August. So that's another one. Gleason's in Brooklyn, New York, August 24th and 25th, I believe. So we're starting to get close to where we're having, I don't want to say too many tournaments, but we might be having too many tournaments. You know what I mean? So, you know, let's see what happens. What is Detroit tournament, or where can we find it? Alicia, they're working on readjusting a date. So give us a couple of days, and then we'll post up a flyer for them with all the information and everything, okay? That one will be either, I'm going to guess, either August or June. Okay, so just right now, they're trying to finalize all that to see what works best for them. They're doing Vegas a big favor in the fact that so Vegas can actually have the dock tournament. You know what I mean? So they're working that. So it's very, very much appreciated. Tracy, I will see you in New Jersey for sure. Hopefully I'll see the other ladies and tell them they cannot beat me up till I get in shape, okay? All right. Other than that, I think that's all we have. Mr. David from over in Colorado, I see you. Sakwamdo Boxing Club. When will you match up for Houston, Texas? And do you contact us through email? Yeah, so we're going to wait probably another week or so. And once we're there, then I'll start doing some matchups. We're low numbers there. So worst case scenario, what might happen is it might turn into, adding some bouts from some kids, some locals, and see what happens. But hopefully more masters will sign up for it. But yeah, we'll start matching you guys up. I already started seeing some of the matchups. So most of the people that registered will get matched up. Now it all depends on hoping everybody shows. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I would say probably by the end of next week or the week after that, you'll definitely have some bouts set up for it. And then we got Thomas Rosa, Mr. Tom Rosa. What's going on? New Hampshire in the house. All right. I think that's all we have. I'm going back and forth because we're live streaming both in Facebook and in YouTube. Let's see. Boom. See you there. I think that's it. So again, just so you guys know, Tuesday we'll do a live stream at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Special guest will be Mr. Ginn once again. We got everything fixed, so Brad Ginn will be in the house. And we'll have some fun. We'll also break down some of the videos of some of the bouts, and we'll start showing some of the bouts during the live streams as well. And, do all that kind of stuff. All right? All right, everybody. Doesn't seem like there's any more questions. Thank you again for joining me. Thank you for being on the chats and being live with it. Really appreciate all of you guys. I love you guys. I love the Masters. I can never completely leave from it, so don't think I'm leaving the Masters completely. Just taking a break is all. All right? And that'll be next year. So we got plenty of time to celebrate and, have our events and everything else this year. So I expect to see all of you guys and gals participating in these events. And let's make some fun times. All right? All right, everybody. Have a great evening. Talk to you guys soon. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. And, see you guys on Tuesday, all right?